Firstly, I've got an old doily and I've pressed it onto the gel press. Oh, that comes out really nicely. Let's do the ghost print and see what we get. Yeah, so it's just a lighter version of that, but still really pretty. This time I want to try a bit of paper towel, so I've just got some patterned paper towel and I'm rolling that over the surface. Yeah, that you can see that, but not perhaps as clearly as what the doily is, but it's still quite nice. I like to always try the ghost print. It's good to know what you're getting with the ghost print. I actually think I like that better. Depends what look you're going for, but this is quite good for, you know, particularly if you're doing a beginning background. You could even use the paper towel in your work. Look at that. This is a mat that I've pulled out of the kitchen drawer. It's used to open jars, so it's just a grip mat. And I wanted to do a couple of things. First of all, I just want to lay it down. Oh, so you could use it like that. You do need a generous blob of paint, I think. I think I'm a bit stingy with my paints at times. I just noticed that sometimes it's not coming out as well. So the other thing you can do with the mat is, instead of putting it all over, let's just try pressing it in a couple of places, some harder, some lighter. I'm just using normal photocopy paper on my images this time. Yeah, and I've got a fair bit of paint on that. I did go overboard with the paint. This is a bit of cream paper that was lying on the table. We'll try this one. Oh yeah, I think that's even better. So I think there's a happy medium with the amount of paint that you put on to your gel press. And I haven't quite learnt what that is yet, but I'm sure you're going to help me with that. Yeah, because there's still a lot on the brayer when I do that. Put it back on there again. This time I've got a bit of lace. And this is just a bit of lace. I think it's like curtain lace or something that I had in the cupboard. Oh no, that is gorgeous. Wow. Okay, well I know what I'm doing with that particular bit of lace now, don't I? And then I had an idea. I was lying in bed the other night. I have some punches. So these are just the old craft punches. And I'm sure most of you who've done craft in the last, 15 years would know this one. It's a very popular flower punch, and that's just a flower pot that I happen to have. Maybe I might move that up a bit. I've just punched this out of some paper. And what I have here is, it's an art tool that I have. It's called a gum shaper. And they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. This is a flat chisel number 10 for those that are wanting to know. And it's actually flexible on top. So it's like a flexible bit of rubber. It's used for blending things like pastels and different things like that in art. And I'm not sure why I bought it, but I did. I haven't really used it, but I've got it out because the gel press is quite soft. I don't think that you can put anything sort of hard on here with a hard edge. I'm just going to draw some lines down there, like that, and gently remove these paper. And this is a first time I've ever done this. No practice. I always do things in front of you because I think it's good to see even when I make mistakes. Oh, that's coming up. Even when I make mistakes, I think it's good to actually show people that, it's all about experimenting. But it just came to me the other night. I was like, wow, what if I put my punches down and then do this? And I think that we're going to get quite a nice image. Let's have a look at that. Oh. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. When you do a print, and I'll just show you here. So when you take a print, you get this hard edge, depending on how big your gel press is. I mean, mine's a 5x7, and you get that hard edge. Take a bit of that brown off before I go in, because eventually if you mix all the colours up, doesn't matter what the quality of the paint, you will get brown. Because when you put them all together, that's what happens. They all become brown. I'll turn it around the other way this time. Just take a bit of an image off it. You see what's happening? I've not got a hard edge, and I can mix that up. I can re-tear those pages. Try a bit of this doily again, a different section this time. See a bit of that. It's probably because I'm just working in the orange still. Let's take a ghost print. Yeah, that's better. That's better, isn't it? I've drawn this rather strange shape of a, well, it's meant to represent a human figure, but you know, it might be a bit more alien. I just thought I'd try and see if I can do the same thing that I did with the flowers and the flower pot. And this time I'm actually laid down a colour underneath her, and then I'm putting a different colour over the top, a purple colour, which I'm hoping is going to work out, so that when I pull her off, she's taken the colour. Okay. All right, well, that doesn't matter. Like I said, what you get to see with my videos is warts and all. So I've got this imprint. I mean, it's not great. Well, no, actually I quite like it. I'm not the best drawer in the world. I'm good with my sort of crafty arts, and I do watercolours and things, but that's more about the paint for me than the drawing, which is why my watercolours are always, I guess, a bit different to a lot of other people's. They certainly don't reflect realism, let's put it that way. But I quite like her. She's quite cute. And then if I'd kept the bit of paper that I cut her out of, I could probably have put that down again. Oh, here. All right. So this is the piece that I just roughly drew her. In fact, I think it was the other way. This is the piece I drew her with. Yeah. And if I gently put that back down there, I'm wondering if I can get some more colour onto her. Where's that bit? Okay. I can't find the bit where I cut her arms out. Anyway, let's lay down. Let's go for a different colour completely so we can see it. So clearly this needs a bit more forethought. But I think if you kept the bit that you cut her out of and then laid her down. Now I kind of can see her head through the paper. See how I can see her head? Oh, let me do it this way. Her head here. And if I just sort of find where her head was again, and her body might be a little bit crooked. So with a bit more planning, I think that this might work. Oh, she's got like a little shadow happening. Oh, that's way cool. I do like that. Yeah. So with a bit more planning, I could probably finesse that a little more and do something like that, where you've got two different colours. Yeah. So if you just experiment, even if you're not the best drawer in the world, like I'm not, you're going to get, yeah, you're going to get some really nice things happening with your jelly press. So I think that's it for today, guys. I'm You probably hear in my voice I'm not feeling 100%, but I still wanted to play with some craft today and share it with you. So this is Deborah. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please subscribe, and don't forget to give me thumbs up and leave a comment and tell me how you've been playing with your gel press. Till next time, cheers. After I turned the camera off, I took another print of what was left on the gel press, and this is what happened. And I've got this sort of ghostly image of her there. So keep on playing. Cheers.